And this is the Mercedes-Benz Rangers postgame show, and a three-word message delivered across the border to the province of Quebec. Not so fast. Rangers not yet ready to call it a day or a season after a 9-2 win here on Long Island against the Islanders. Hi, everyone. Alongside Steve Valiquette, I'm John Giannone. 10 different Rangers had a multi-point game. First time the Rangers have scored 9 in a game since back in 21 against the Flyers, and this was a night that they left no doubt what was going to happen.
Well, that's what makes this a bittersweet evening in a lot of ways, John, because, you know, you're coming off a game last night where you allow 8 at home and a loss to the Flyers. In a game like this one, the stakes should have been higher. They weren't. And I feel like you have a night where their goalie doesn't really mix in a save, but you also see the level of talent the Rangers do have. And it's not because of a lack of talent the team is in this position. It's been some cohesion, some structure, and we know that it's been a long year off the ice. And right now, I think this team is trying to figure it out. But they're going to have Lady Luck on their side, too.
Yeah, this rivalry spans 52 years. This is only the fourth time the Rangers have swept the Islanders, 1973, 1999, 2004, and now this season Rangers win all 4 games, and the combined score was 23-5. And the Rangers scored 4 in the first period tonight. Steve, it started a little more than 3 minutes in. It finished the first period with a little less than a minute left, and in between 4 goals for the Rangers, and it was game, set, match there.
Look, I noticed the first 2 shots. You and I were talking, and I said, look, this goalie's shaky over there. The Rangers just need to pour it on right now. They got ahead in the hockey game and never really looked back. Igor was great at points, but when you look at the goals, look, there were a few here where you really have to move the goalie to open up seams. That was a big part of the game, but a lot of the goals, 5 at least, I think, were of the stoppable variety. Cooley's goal, I thought he crashed his net very well there, and it's a little bit of a pass-off pad that works out for him. And Panarin really sets up Trocheck here for the power play goal because there was a recognition of time and space at net front. And as the Rangers work themselves through the rest of the period, you know, they have a 2-on-1 here where the Rangers execute a pass across for Panarin, and Trocheck was a heads-up play there. Yes, there was some loose play early on, but I also do think that there was the benefit of their goalie not being up to NHL standards.
For sure, yeah. 6 Rangers had multi-point games in the first period alone. 10 in all, as we mentioned. Brett Berard was one of them. He had 2 goals in the third period, goals 5 and 6. First career multi-point game, multi-goal game for young Brett Berard, and that has to be a positive for him in his springboard.
He's very easy to root for because of the effort that he plays with. He's an engine, and you need people like this in your lineup that create that energy every night over a long season. He is spinning his wheels. He's always back checking. So for him to get rewarded twice on the offensive side of the puck, it's a good look for him. He's trying to make a name for himself to be in the mix next season on the NHL roster. And look, I know what it's like to be in this position. It's a long off season if you don't know where you fit in the pecking order. And he's leaving a strong impression. And a lot of that work and a lot of the reason why he's in the lineup tonight is because he's built a body of work that's based off of hard work.
Let's begin the reaction to this 7-goal Ranger win here on Long Island. Let's hear from Brett Berard in the dressing room.
Fun, but great team effort from everybody. Ever since the first shift, we were kind of clicking there. Jesse made a couple of huge saves there to keep us in it early, but yeah, we played a good team game tonight, and it was fun to watch everyone.
And you kept the pedal to the metal, even with the lead. You played well, right?
Exactly. Yeah, it's something. You take your foot off for a second there, like we did in the second. We kind of got leaned on, and yeah, it's a big adjustment for us going into the third was to, like you said, go full throttle there, and we did. So it was a fun game.
What was the message about how you guys wanted to approach this game, just knowing what was on the line?
Yeah, can't lose. We're still in it. Maybe it's kind of in other teams' hands now, but we still got to do our part. Nothing will happen if we don't win. So everyone kind of had that mindset going in tonight, and I think it showed. So it was fun.
Every player was at least +1 tonight. So just to get that full, consistent effort up and down the lineup, how pleased are you with your performance overall? Yeah, it's huge. It speaks a lot to our team, and I think you get up like that early. I think could be easy to kind of let off and let the game play on. But it's credit to everybody, like you said, being plus, and it was awesome to see everyone's effort. Kind of the last whistle there. So it was special. It was pretty cool.
So you heard him say that the Rangers cannot lose another game. That is fact. So they pull to within 6 of the Montreal Canadiens, but again, the tragic number for the Rangers is 1. One more loss of any kind for the Rangers, or 1 point gained by the Canadiens, and the Rangers' chase for a playoff spot would be over. Remember, Montreal plays tomorrow night. They will play in Ottawa, and then they will play in Toronto on Saturday. So by the time the Rangers take the ice Saturday afternoon in Carolina, they could know whether that playoff spot is still up for grabs in the Eastern Conference. Now, we heard Brett Berard also mention Igor Shesterkin. As Joe Micheletti said, not often in a 9-2 game you're giving the goaltender one of the 3 stars of the night where 10 players had multi-point games. But Igor Shesterkin faced a lot of rubber on this night, made 45 saves.
Look, it's not often, it's never, right? Like, you don't see games like this. Right. The game overall did have a bit of a preseason feel to it. It was wide open both ways for long stretches. Igor faced 20 shots in the second period, and it was open from there. Now, he had moments where he really did slow it down, and I thought he controlled the puck very well. The thing for Igor that really gets him going is a lot of shots always seem to translate to wins. He likes the action. It gets him into the rhythm of the game. And when he's flowing like that and then he faces a high danger chance, he's going to be successful. That's the way that he plays. And I thought overall, manage the game well, control it well, and move on. But you know, he's got to be happy with, of course, the way he feels, also knowing at the same time that the work is ahead. These next 3 games, he's going to play them all, every minute of them, as long as the Rangers are in it. And this is where he's going to have to make his money, because this is money goalie time.
It's at Carolina Saturday, it's at Florida Monday, and then it's home for the Tampa Bay Lightning in the season finale on Thursday. Vincent Trocheck had a power play goal for the Rangers in the first period. That made it 3-0, assisted on the 4-0 goal. Let's hear from Trocheck after the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's focusing on ourselves, and we know what the situation is, and just got to focus on each game, trying to get better, whether it's a push for the playoffs or a push to make ourselves better going into next year, and focusing on the details of our game and trying to fine-tune some things.
How big was it to get the early goal from Mika there, get you guys started?
Yeah, starts are key. I think our starts have actually been pretty good lately. So anytime you can score early, get the momentum early, it's big for the game.
Does the rivalry play into it at all? I mean, you know, you need to win every game, obviously, but that is the Islanders on the other side.
Play into it.
Into just, you know, like wanting to take out your frustrations on these guys.
Anytime you play New York, it's always a game that you want to take pride in.
What did you think of the response overall tonight from your team?
I thought it was good. Obviously, we came out pretty hot, and getting off to a hot start against that team in their building is always key here. So, yeah, good bounce back game.
Everyone contributing as well, up and down the lineup. Just to see that from everyone till the final whistle, really. How'd it feel for you guys?
Yeah, it's always nice to see contributions from everyone.
What about just the way that you guys are able to generate? What did you feel like was most effective for you, or what were you? It seemed like everybody kind of was going early.
Yeah, I think our transition game was good tonight. Playing a little quicker when we make turnovers in the neutral zone, getting it up quick and attacking off that. I feel like we got a lot of our offense off that.
Easier said than done, but is that something like, you know, you want to be able to bottle up? I mean, I guess it's been difficult, it seems like, from game to game for you guys in some respects, but, you know, a few games left. Is that something you feel like you can bottle up?
Yeah, I think that's something that we've been talking about for a long time. It's our identity, I think, is we're a faster team, and when we can create turnovers and be a good transition team, that'll lead to a lot of offense for us.
I felt like when the Islanders did start to get some momentum going, Igor Shesterkin was just incredible tonight. Just what did his play mean to you?
Yeah, he's always been, I mean, every night he brings it, you know what you're getting out of him, and we can always rely on him when we make mistakes, and tonight was no different.
Just how anxious is Brett Berard out there?
Yeah, he's a great kid. Really good hockey player. He's been playing awesome for us, especially lately, and you can kind of see his development throughout the year. He's getting smarter. He's always going to work hard. You know what you're getting from him every night, and always brings a smile. So he's been a lot of fun to be around.
And when the goal scorers were done scoring goals, it was up to Igor Shesterkin, and he stood tall. He's our Jersey Mike sub-above player. Faced 10 shots in the first, 20 in the second, 17 in the third. Stopped 45 of 47 and led the Rangers on this 9-2 win on Long Island.